Oh joy, trigger waves, market Cipher B. Let's get into it. Oh man. So we got this sheet. Make sure to get this sheet. Make sure to go to our resources page on the free Discord. So, white and blue waves. We got trigger waves. What are we talking about here? We got momentum waves, trigger waves. There's so much to know, but yet what is a trigger wave? What can we figure out with Market Cipher B? How can we use this to be profitable? How can we front run these? We're going to answer all these things. So first thing we need to understand is momentum trading, okay? And we have the momentum oscillator here, which is momentum waves, which is very popular among a lot of us, and I definitely love my trigger waves. So the white wave, the top part, the crest is the leading. The blue wave is lagging, okay? There's overbought, there's oversold. So let's jump into it and how we use trigger waves and momentum waves to be profitable, where we can look for trade setups. Now, if you don't have the money, or if you're struggling to purchase this, there is a Fu Manchu copy. And in our Discord, we have a member. We have a member who has his own version, which is absolutely fire here. So join us in the free Discord. Go over to resources and download it here. And I mean, it's great. It works just as good. So going over here with the real Market Cipher B on my chart here, we can look into the 4 hour. Let's go to the 4 hour, and then we'll show you how to front run them so that we can be profitable, okay? Because there's a whole bunch of ways to use this. However, we want to use the most beneficial way. So let's go to ranging, okay? We're ranging and we're in an uptrend, okay? Very simple, okay? So we're looking for longs, okay? Let's mark out all our verticals on the trigger waves. Now, for me, the difference for a trigger wave is that it doesn't get to this oversold or overbought area. You can see there's horizontal lines on my chart where you can see that it gets oversold or it gets overbought, okay? It's anything really underneath that, but the tighter, the more compact it is, the better it is, in my opinion, okay? And we can go through and let's mark them off, okay? So we got here, now this is all on the uptrend, so we're looking for trigger waves on the bottom sides here, okay? So we're looking for trigger waves, and you can see them right here, right? You can see it right here, if my head's not in the way, and you can see it right here and right here, okay? And these give us indications that price has been moving its way upwards. So price is now, let's go into it. Price is typically on an uptrend, right? So what does that mean? We're typically above the 50 line, right? If we're in an uptrend, we're typically up here, and any retracement back down to the 0 line is a continuation where the price is oscillating, but it's oscillating up top. We're uptrending, okay? So that's very important to note. We're uptrending. Which way we're trending so that we can look for longs, right? If we're downtrending, we're typically trading down here. Where can we look for shorts, right? And then the trigger waves is when the momentum wave crosses the 0 line, okay? We dip our toes down, we cross the 0 line, and we trigger a move back up on the continuation of trend, okay? This is how I use it. Some people may use it differently, but it works so well, okay? So we're trading up in the uptrend, we cross over, dip the toes, and we punch through again. Trading up, we cross over, we punch through again, okay? And these are very, very strong signals. Now you can see we had a full momentum wave oscillation here and back up, so we can ignore that, but we can notice the trigger waves where we come up, we trigger, and we pop up, okay? So identify the trend and identify the trigger waves. Now, we can look at all these here, and we can zoom in, we can stretch this up, and you can say, if you just looked for this trigger wave and you entered here, you would have been profitable, right? Look, massive move up, right? Same thing, massive move up, but that's not how I typically use them, okay? It's nice to see them forming. It's nice to see them forming. So for example, let's go over to where we're trading exactly right now. Now, how perfect is this, my friends? We are in this uptrend, kind of a pushback here on Bitcoin, but you can see, looking like a trigger wave, right? Can it push up? The trend is not as strong right now. We've had a cool off, and we look for the continuation upwards. So this could be a possible sign that we are going to push up, right? You can see the trigger wave right here, right? Trigger wave. So does this mean we're going to continue upwards? Maybe. So how can we front run these? Because that's what we want to be able to do. We want to be able to see them in advance. We don't want, by the time it goes green and it prints, okay, so you get the green dot, then with the momentum wave So the momentum wave forms, then you get the green dot, right? Then it prints another one, so it confirms the green dot, and by then it's too late, okay? So you'll have the printing and then the printed version, okay, on the momentum wave. So before any of this happens, you get the printing and then the printed version. So if I just simply go back here with my rewind tool and I go just before this, right, and we watch really, really closely here. We're going to have to watch really closely here, but you can see down below here, we haven't printed it, right? Hopefully I can pause this in time. Okay, there's no green dot yet, right? There's no green dot. Oh, no green dot yet. So now we're printing. You see, we haven't confirmed the green dot yet. So we're printing right now, right? So we want to see this continue its way upwards in order for it to print. Okay, confirm. Okay, see now the next one over. Now it's confirmed. By now, it's too late. It's too late. So how do we front run them, right? How do we front run them? Well, that's very simple. We go on earlier time frames, okay? Earlier time frames. So we've marked out all these trigger waves, and we can see they've printed and they've pushed up, printed and pushed up, printed and pushed up, okay? So they've all done what they said they were going to do. They've triggered a movement upwards, okay? So now we're going to go and front run them. How do we front run them? Earlier time frame. So we'll go to the 1 hour. Now we're on the 1 hour. We go back. Let's go back in time and let's take a look, okay? So we take a look and there's those trigger waves. What we can do on the earlier time frames is that we can front run these movements, okay? We can see that basically this movement was saying, hey, we're going to move up here. So there's a momentum wave saying we're going to move up here. Same with here. Momentum wave. We got 2 momentum waves here, front running them, okay? So before you even get that beautiful print here, you get a low here, double green dot, and you front run it, okay? And by doing this, you're able to basically have a cheat code to the entry of the beautiful trigger wave. So we're on the 1 hour now, right? We know that the trigger wave printed here, okay? So we rewind. Let's rewind and take a look together. So with this, you go exit here. We'll rewind here. Let's go here. So if we're here, right? We switch to the 4 hour. No trigger wave, right? No trigger wave. We continue on our way here. Okay, we'll pause it there. We'll go to the 1 hour. The 1 hour now has given you a momentum wave upwards, right? So you're looking for continuation. You flip over to the 4 hour. You can see that we've crossed over. So we're continuing up on the 1 hour. So this is the 4 hour. You're starting to get your trigger wave forming here. The green dot's not till here. Remember, we've marked it out here. So we go on our 1 hour. What can we see here? We're seeing momentum working its way up, right? We can see momentum simply working its way up. And this is where the 4 hour. So we got 2 green dot confirmations on your way up, which is foreshadowing, shooting to the future, that we could get a momentum wave going up. You go on the 2 hour here. We've got a confirmed green dot. So the 2 hour has confirmed a green dot, right? You go on the 3 hour. The 3 hour has not confirmed, okay? So we're confirmed on the 2 hour. We're not confirmed on the 3 hour. Let's press play again. There's one more candle. No confirmation on the 3 hour. And we got another one. Okay, so we're printing. We're printing on the 3 hour. Go over to the 4 hour. We're not printing yet, okay? So you see what I mean by front running these trigger waves. You can see it's forming, it's curving up, VWAP's coming up alongside. So the VWAP is number 1. The VWAP will lead this move. It'll act like a rope that's pulling on the momentum wave to come its direction. So if the VWAP's posturing down, you can see here, it started moving down early, right? And this started to curve down, okay? So the VWAP's pointing up, it's pulling the momentum wave up, right? And by going into shorter term time frames, 3 hours printing, 2 hour is printed, 1 hour. Look at that. That's the head and shoulders, right? So you get confirmations by front running these. The higher the time frame, the stronger they are, okay? And what do I mean by that? Let's go to the 12 hour, okay? Now the 12 hour, massive uptrend, okay? But every time you got a green dot here, you can see how strong they were. But look at these ones. Boom, massive move, right? So the higher the time frame, the stronger they are. I typically hunt 4 hours. 4 hours is my hunt. But if you get one on the 6 hour and it looks juicy, that thing is going to rip, okay? That's going to rip. And you can see here, 6 hour. momentum wave, triggering to the upside. Leading indicator, curving upside. Look at the move you got, right? You look for the retest and the entry there. You practice good risk management. You look on the retest. You're off to the races. So that's how I use momentum waves. And we're in one right now. So let's see if we can get that continuation push up to where we're trading at right now. I hope this makes more sense for you guys. It makes sense to me. Add this confluence to your trading. It will save you a bunch. That matched with divergences, front-running momentum waves to the upside. Price is oscillating, baby. So price is always moving up and down like this. This oscillator gives us an idea to have a front run and able to build confluence and able to grab better trades with more confidence. I hope this gets to you well. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Join us in the free Discord. Join us, and we would love to have you. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.